This is my Merc Bravo 3 2005. Experienced some problems in shifting in forward only, fine in reverse, but forward seemed to slip into gear over a 3 to 5 second period, which we'll show you.
Here in idle, I'm going to go ahead and put it in gear. Feels like it went in gear, but I'm not really moving, so I start picking up the RPM, listen. And then it cut. We're going to go ahead and put it in gear. It's prop spinning, but we really aren't cutting into the water. Pick up the RPM. And it picked up the RPM, and then it went.
Alright, after making several cable adjustments, we still had the exact same problem out on the water, so we ruled out a stretch cable or an issue with the shift linkage and diagnosed the problem as, or highly suspected, it's the cone clutch. And the cone clutch sits in your outdrive about right in here, and there's a fork that moves this thing up and down, and that engages shifting. And if you look at this is my old cone clutch. If you look at it, you see how shiny it is up here on, I'm not sure actually if that's the top or the bottom, but that was driving forward gear, and that glazing is what was causing the slipping. It shouldn't look like that. It should look like the bottom part here, which is kind of just a dull black, but this is what my mechanic pointed out as the problem. And this little part cost just under $500, and we were able to just replace this rather than the top and the lower gear. Because the gears themselves look good. We did put new, there's a set of bearings in there, a top and a lower bearing we put in there. I think the bearings were about 80 bucks. So that was primarily the problem. It is a little bit of work getting to this guy. There are several, at least a couple of other YouTube videos that show how to get your cone clutch out, but basically you do have to remove your outdrive by taking these 3 screws on this side, or bolts off on this side, 3 on the other, and removing your outdrive and the drive shaft. And there's this top plate and this back plate that have to come off, and the assembly is located right there. But we did put a new cone clutch in there, put it all back together, and it shipped perfect, so that was the problem.